name is Josh Peterson. I'm the shop manager at Viking Van Customs. This here is a 2022 Mercedes Sprinter van, custom built. It's on a 170-inch chassis, 2500 diesel 4x4. This van can take you anywhere you want to go and allow you to stay for a while in comfort. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we're gonna dive right in here. To begin with, we got the Owl Van's front bumper. It's their Pismo model. We got a 12,000-pound Warn winch with a Bluetooth controller. You got the blue hooks right here if you ever need to pull a buddy out of the mud. Rigid pod lights, and also a rigid LED light bar up top on the roof rack. So this van sits on a set of Baja Champion all-terrain tires from BF Goodrich. He's got the Black Rhino Arsenal hard alloy rims on there. I think the customer made a really good decision going with these rims. Really ties the whole van together. Let's go take a look at the back. So here we have the Owl Van's tire ladder rack. The nice thing about this ladder is that it's attached to the hinges of the door, so you can open the door and not have to open the ladder itself separately. This van is equipped with Starlink. This customer has got a mounting system on the ladder where he mounts a 10-foot pole above the roof with his Starlink satellite above there, and he's got Wi-Fi all the time, everywhere. And then here is the WeBoost signal booster. It just brings in any existing signal in the area and amplifies it throughout the van. He's got two 3-inch LED last fit pod lights. And then on top here, we have 700 watts of solar. He's got two 200-watt panels, two 100-watt panels, and two 50-watt panels, all going to their each individual MPPT solar charger. He's got a 12-volt air conditioner from Nomadic on top here and a 12-volt max air fan. Let's check out the inside. Getting started with the inside of the van, we've got this fold-down table right here. It's 3/4-inch bamboo with linseed finish. Moving on to the switches, these are the side exterior light switches, the sink pump switch, and the front interior light switch. The thought is put them right here. They're accessible inside of the van or outside of the van. This right here is, I think it's about 12 by 17-inch sink. Turn the sink pump on, and it's got two different spraying nozzles, and it also comes out, which is nice. A few drawers, the cabinetry, silverware. Again, matching countertop, bamboo. Right here, we've got an outlet, 120-volt outlet. This is kind of cool. So this is a 12-volt USB outlet and USB-C outlet. So you don't have to be using your inverter if you just want to charge a phone or a camera. Overhead cabinets. Got the gas struts right here on each side, and soft close. Underneath this sink, this is our gray water setup. So this is a 7-gallon gray water tank with a strap hooked up to it, and just a simple gravity-fed RV drain. Here we have the swivel seats, one on the passenger, one on the driver's side. Underneath the passenger seat, we've got the S-bar heater, and that does include the high altitude kit. So it automatically kicks on whenever it senses you're at above a certain altitude. And it is plugged into the diesel tank, so it's drawing fuel from your diesel tank and very minimal power from your 12-volt batteries. The controls for the heater are right here above my head. In this corner, we've got the Lagun table. You can use this as a workstation, eating, playing cards, whatever you want to do. In this corner, we got a little reading light with the outlet and another USB charger. This is your heart of your electrical system. So this is called the Turbo GX. It's touchscreen, gives you a basic, like just an overview of your whole electrical system. This is your shore power in. So when you're charging with shore power, you'll see the amount of power coming in. It's your inverter. This would be the amount of power that you're using if you use an outlet. This is your battery power. We're at 99% right now. We're using 94, 96 watts of DC power, and we're charging almost 100 watts of solar right now. This thing is a really powerful and cool device. You can come in here and you can see fresh water tank. Oh, we're at 0. You can see this is your device list. Go into your multi-plus, that's your inverter. You can turn it on from here. Another cool thing about this is you can set notifications. So if your water tank gets below, like say 7%, whatever you set it to, it'll give you an alarm. Same thing with power. If you hit a certain point of power, it'll turn the whole system off and kind of alert you. Another really cool thing is it's got this, it's called the Victron VRM portal. And so basically this customer can be anywhere in the world, put his hotspot on to his phone, and he can hook up this system to his internet, and I can see what's wrong or if there's anything wrong, try to diagnose the system from anywhere in the world. So, and beneath this, we've got the Isotherm intelligent temperature control. What this does is this plugs into the fridge and allows the fridge to be up to 50% more efficient. Coming along here, here's the fridge. The Isotherm Clean Touch 130. Small little freezer right here. Pretty nice fridge. We got a microwave right here, 700 watts, pretty small one. And then underneath here, we've got the drawers. We've got the nice latches to keep them shut when you're driving and all that. This is all white laminate, a very durable white laminate we put on ourselves on both front and back of each piece of plywood. So it's very durable, resistant against scratching and stains and all that kind of stuff. So here we have the control unit for the 12-volt pneumatic air conditioner. It's in the middle of the van so you can have airflow each way with these vents. Moving on to the 12-volt max air fan. Controls right here, press the power button, pushes it open, and is on. So another cool feature about this van is from where this bed starts to where the floor ends, on the floor we basically have, the whole area is a 12-volt heating pad. It's very thin, it's from Germany, from a company called MiHeat, M-I-Heat. Pretty simple to install, it's a very thin, you lay it right under the laminate floor. You don't put any glue on it, you just put some double back sticky tape on it and glue all around it. And it's got its own thermostat, which we'll see later. And it works really well. In the summertime, it was already hot outside, and I tested it, and I could feel the heat radiating from it even though it was already hot outside. So I know it works well. It'll work really well in the wintertime. This is the bathroom. So same kind of latch setup. We've got some L-track on here to kind of give you some ability to hang some stuff and to keep the door from warping. That's the idea. So it's got a Laveo dry flush toilet. The idea there is you put the business in there and it wraps it up and it seals it tight, and you got about 30 cartridges in there until you need to empty it. So, and it's got a simple little light switch in there, and it is 100% sealed, all the edges and the cracks, and it's outdoor plywood, so it is technically a wet room. If you want to hang up some like the wetsuits or rain jackets or something along those lines, so that will work. All right, so for the bed, we've got the Moab bed from Adventure Wagon. It's got a piece of L-track running from top to bottom on each corner of the bed. That allows you to raise the bed or lower the bed to your preference. You need a 14mm socket, and that's all you need to do it. So we've got, the lights are separated. The back 4 lights are on their own switch, and the front 5 lights are on their own switch. So if someone wants to sleep, they can have, these lights can be off and somewhat separated. We do have flares on this van, and so in those flares I did put, this is what this other switch is for the flare lights. The flares also have the Arctic turn windows with the shades on there. So pretty cozy little spot to call it a night. So here's a Starlink mount. It's got an outlet and a USB plug right next to it, so you can just plug it in. And there is a wire ran through the van up top there to the port where he plugs in his external wire for the antenna. So he's got cabinets running all the way back. Making our way to the back of the van. Just gonna start with the plumbing box. We've got a 36-gallon freshwater tank from Agile Off-Road. We've got a 3 gallons per minute saeflo pump. Right here is a Julka hot water heater. The customer did not want his hot water hooked up to the internal plumbing. He's gonna use an external source of water and shower out the back here. Gravity fill. We've got another heating pad like we do up on the floor up front there. On the inside of this wall right here of the box, it's gonna keep the water from freezing over the winter time, and it's got its own thermostat as well. And as far as winterizing goes, we use food grade coolant, pump it through the pipes, and keeps your pipes from freezing over the winter time. In the summertime, you just flush all that out and you're good to go. Moving on to the electrical system. This is all Victron system. It's what we use in all of our custom builds here at Viking Van Customs. To begin with, it's 1,000 amp hours of lithium battery. It's a 3,000 watt multi-plus inverter charger. It's got 30 amp shore power plug on the side here. It's got 2 DC to DC chargers pulling 60 amps from your alternator. It's got 3 MPPTs solar chargers for the 3 different arrays on the roof. So in theory, you'll never run out of power. So if the sun's not out, you plug into shore power. If you have access to neither of those, then you turn your van on. You're always gonna have access to power. On the side here, we've got 2 vents with some fans on the other side with an automatic thermometer. When the thermometer hits a certain temperature, the fans turn on, exhausting all the hot air. We've got the back exterior light switch right here. We've got the electrical box light switch right here, and we've got the garage light switch right here. Another 110 outlet, and then the WeBoost interior antenna. We have 2 Lynx distributors in there. It acts as like a bus bar and a fuse panel in one for all of your devices throughout the system, and the Lynx BMS, which is the battery management system. The back of the wall of where all of the devices are on is 4mm thick powder-coated aluminum for heat dispersion. All of the wire and the connections and lugs are all marine-grade tinned copper. The servo, which is the communication between all of the devices, is hooked up to the touchscreen up front. So that's pretty much the overview of the electrical system. I'm sure I'm missing something, but it's got a lot of power. It can do anything you want. Run the AC all night and charge computers and all that. So I hope that gives you kind of a good idea of what we can do here at Viking Van Customs. Don't hesitate to reach out. Any job, big or small. Don't just do Mercedes Sprinter vans, we do the Dodges, the Ford Transits as well. Shoot us a message or follow us on social media for more.